How goes it, Internet? My name is Dave Tastic, and welcome back. Another episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus quest for 3,000,000%. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope your work/school week is going well. Mine's doing okay. First day of my weekend. Always excited about that. What are we doing today? We need Boss Rush, we need Delirium, and Mega Satan. Good on Samson. Oh no, we need Delirium. Zazel needs Delirium. Lazarus needs Delirium. Eden needs to go up. Lost. Well, that's the Lost. Want to do another Lost run? We can do another Lost run. I like playing as the Lost. It's kind of just a different dynamic. Yeah, we'll do another one. Why not? We just did one yesterday, but again, I like the Lost. Sometimes. Or sometimes he just infuriates me through every fiber of my being, and I want to never touch this game again. But for the most part, he's pretty fun. So if you're watching this episode but you didn't see yesterday's lineup, and yes, there was a lineup, it felt like, definitely, well, finish this one first, and then go back and check that one out. We had, of course, we had an Isaac run, we had a Balloons video, and we also had a milestone video for hitting our first 100 subs. So thank you to you 100. Well, actually, I think it's 107 now. Thank you, you 107, for supporting the channel. Sincerely, I do appreciate it. Means a lot to me. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. I mean, in your eyes, I could probably say it enough. Like, Dave Tastic, would you shut up now? But, thank you. Also, in that, it wasn't just like a, yay us, we made 100, which is also fantastic, but we also go over the trinket list. We go through the effects of each trinket. I thought that was a nice little... I needed that refresher because there's a lot of trinkets that I just don't remember. You're also going to see this is Black Hole right here. We're never going to use the D4, so might as well replace it with something. I would like to get some bombs, though. Also should have thought ahead and saved the Black Hole for this room, but that last room just... I didn't feel like dealing with it. But I didn't realize that the boss was literally right here. So yeah, it was a nice refresher to go through the list. Just read the effects of every... Good shot, Ragman. Why are you so good at that? My finger actually slipped off the D-pad. I tried to move so fast. Alright, attempt 2. At least we get the warm-up run out of the way. I think there are people that actually streak with the Lost. I commend you people. I'm sure there's somebody. You're probably a bigger channel than me, but... Oh good, we got a soul heart, thank you. Our item rooms are adjacent to each other, nice. Get the sprinkler, okay. And we get... two spacebar items. Neat. Appreciate that, game. Not... okay. I know not to hit the buttons. You don't hit them in Ultra Greed. You don't hit them here. This is just... about as good as any Tuesday start's gonna be, I suppose. Yeah, back to that video. I learned quite a bit, actually. There's a few items trinkets I just didn't know flat out what they did, so And I probably forgot at this point. Hopefully, I'm hoping that by sitting and reading it aloud, that when I come across the trinket, it will spark in my brain. Will that happen? Who knows? I'll have to wait and see. There's also some trinkets that I thought I knew, and I did not know 100%. And, again, didn't tell you what they were. I have to go back and watch the video. If you're like me and you forget trinkets, you can always favorite that video, or you can just go to the website. Whichever. I prefer you favorite it, but, you know, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do to save time. I'm trying to figure out when to go back to play Evil Within. It's a fun game, and I do enjoy playing it. It's just the runs are really, really long. Or the chapters, so it always ends up being at minimum 45 minutes. Most of the time it's an hour, and then secondly, it also ends up being like, I think we've had 2, maybe 3 two-parters per chapter. That's a lot of time compared to, say, something like Balloons, which a run takes, 10 minutes, unless I decide to be funny and do a little extra stuff. I have to say, Balloons is doing okay. For a channel my size, it's getting a few clicks, and I do certainly enjoy all of those clicks. Every click is a good click. I don't care what you're clicking on, it's good. I really wish I could get him out of the corner, but it's not going to happen. Alright. Gemini's going to be our first boss. We'll save our sprinkler for whoever the next boss is. Probably be Monstro. I had to venture a guess. And I don't have to, but I did anyway. Who else could it be? My money's on Monstro, though. I'm recording this a little bit earlier, so I don't have to whisper quite as much. You can always tell what time of the day it is by how my voice sounds. If I sound like I'm trying... Wow, good shot, Gemini. Wow, Gemini just threw me completely off. If I sound like I'm barely above a whisper, that's because it's wicked late at night. And people, for some reason, like to sleep. I don't know. I haven't slept in 26 years. At least it feels that way sometimes. Couple extra money. Couple extra money. Yeah, I need some of that sleep. I was really hoping you'd actually drop a key. Oh, Little Horn. Okay. Well, here. You can have some sprinkler action. Enjoy that. From me to you. Just for being you, because you're awesome. Especially when you hang out by fires. And not blow them up. Don't blow yourself up, that's fine. That's the deal, Little Horn. If you blow up a fire, you have to also blow up yourself. It's just the rules. I didn't make them, I just follow them. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my god, he got me. Little Horn. Yay. HP. Double yay. We're going to touch it because it's free, so might as well. Bookable Isle is better than the sprinkler for us, which is unfortunate because I love the sprinkler. I feel like I never get to play with it. At least I don't get to play with it as often as I would like to. It's more of a... It's a greed mode special item. One of them type of items that it excels in one area of the game only. Depending on your tier effects. If you're just like OP, well, then you don't need the extra effect of Sprinkler. You're probably nuking down rooms before you can blink, but... Or if you're just producing more batteries than you know what to do with in a single room, then sure, you can get a couple of sprinklers going, but most of the time, one sprinkler every 4 rooms. It helps a little, but it's not... You're not writing home about it. super secret room could also be attached to this room, but I don't want to move those chests again. Good God. Neat. Well, we don't get the benefit of the soul heart, but we do get the benefit of the removal of a curse. Except for Curse of the Labyrinth. It doesn't do anything for that. We'll take the battery. I will hope you give me a penny. No. I have no bombs, I have no keys. I'm 1 cent short. Unless this fire... It didn't happen. Alright. We need some crazy, ridiculous things to happen. He gave us an HP up, some money, and 3 spacebar items. So we're going to need a little more effort from you, game. If you want us to enjoy our experience in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. When does Repentance come out? I should know that, and I don't. I'm kind of ashamed. But I'm going to ask and hope that somebody has that information. At least a ballpark, like Q3 or 2021 or whatever. I hope it's not that far. It would give me enough time to maybe complete the quest for 3 million % before the new game comes out, but probably not. Yay. I needed bombs, but I need stats more than bombs. Game. Right now, Little Brim is going to be our saving grace. As he tends to be. Whoa. Never go wrong with Little Brim. We're on floor 3, and you notice we have the 73% chance for a deal with the devil instead of the normal 33. That's because we had the Curse of the Labyrinth on the last floor. Added bonus for dealing with the curse. Compass wants to show up again, I wouldn't mind. We can get something better than Blue Map. I like Blue Map, but we can also get... I have to take Champion Belt first, because it immediately helps us, but we do need to get Hive Mind, because it's Hive Mind, and you always take Hive Mind. It's what you do. I don't know what company uses that slogan, but they're geniuses. It's what you do. Bro. You'll see the effects of Champion Belt kicking in on the first floor. Neat. Admittedly, Blue Map would be great, because we're probably going to need to find our secret rooms. But if we bought Blue Map, we wouldn't have, yeah, kind of a backwards effect. We have no keys. And that trap room has 2 golden chests in it, so... Normally I would say the secret is south of here, but it would only be adjacent to 2 rooms. It's still possible. But we have the bombs to find out, but I want to do a full clear first. Okay, yeah, it's there. It's a risk. What could be in the bedroom? Except for a black market. That's the only reason to go check that bedroom. Is to hope that we get a black market. Sure. Alright, let's check these last 2 rooms. Hopefully, if we can get 1 more bomb drop, we can check. We need 2 bombs to get in there, and then 1 to blow up the carpet itself. If we could stop with these dark matter balls, that'd be cool. It even falls in the realm of neat. Pretty sure. I'd have to ask. We get a double bomb. Look at that. Didn't even get our super secret room as well. Thank you, game. You're alright. Don't tell him I said that. Clean room, clean room, clean room. Crawl space? Crawl space. Black market. A chest. This chest decides to have a dime in it. It did not. Touch it for giggles, because it does nothing. Now we've kind of fallen behind on time. Here, we're not in a very great position to be doing boss rush. So, unless the game decides to really turn it around here, we're most likely just going to be looking at doing the cathedral and Blue Baby. One bomb, one dream. We need 11 cents. We have no way to play that. So, neat. Forsaken. We almost have an 80% chance for deal with Devil, which is fantastic. I can do that too. Forsaken. I don't want to talk about it. So we had 100% on this one. Neat. We have one key, so we're not going to do that. We find an abundance of, hey, look, just random money flitting around here. Where were you? Quite terrifying. If we would have got tapped there, that was the end of this run. We would not have been able to get out. Oh. Calm down there, spiders. Little Brim, you were always the MVP in my book. I don't care what anybody says. They don't really say anything bad about you, so just in case they do, I don't buy in. Sell out. just you can only sell out if somebody's offering you something, eh? It's not quite the case here. Mom's key would be nice. And it's given us, like, good options. We can't use our normal tactics to produce money. Like the temperance machine. Which I would have immediately tapped until I was at half a red heart. A bunch of nothing. Neat. What was it here? I already forgot. Mom's key. That'd help us out with our consumable problem. If we get Mom's key before we can then do that. Yeah, I don't care. That trap room there, which has the golden chests in it, would be neat. Get a lot of consumables. Or nothing. We could get nothing. I mean, but Mom's key really helps alleviate that worry. Speaker is probably there. Another bedroom. Game is laying it on thick with these champions. Increased chance to find keys. Right? Think. The key to the chest was just keys. I know for sure it was keys. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I'll trust you. Unless you tell me it you know, produces a blue fly every time we pick up a key or something like that, then I'm probably not going to trust that. Or one better, it produces one every time we touch a coin. Stats game. Not a stat. And we need 3 bombs. Oh. Almost did that backwards. We need to get Mom's key first, then go do those golden chests. Should, fingers crossed, give us bombs. I should drop the rusted key. I'm wanting to get bombs. Yeah. Trying to do everything we can to fortify our defenses by mounting a good offense, by getting stats. Black markets can provide that. It's if we have a clean room, of course. But what am I doing? I should probably do this. Hello there, Mega Fatty. Oh, you make red poops now. Neat. I will certainly be running into that at some point. That's not even fair. Luckily we didn't take damage from it somehow, but that we did. Okay. It's a movement speed upgrade, which we desperately need. Alright. Let's do this real quick. Before I accidentally run into that poop and die. Right, we have plenty of bombs, so we can go check that bedroom. There's a clean room. Crawl space. Black market. A single poop pile. Game, I want to like you, man. You make it really hard sometimes. And of course I like you. I've put more time into this game than any other game in the last... I may have not put any more time into any game more than Isaac. I've played a few games in my day. A lot of great length. The only thing I could think could come close would be 2 options. Maybe 3. Yeah, top 3 for most played games. Isaac would be number 1. Number 2 would be Super Mario Bros. 3 because it was my first game, and I go back and replay that countless times a year just because I feel old and I want to feel like a kid again. So I go back and play that. And then 3rd would be probably a tie between Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy X. Not because they're hard games, but because I get caught up in side quests, and those 2 games had the greatest mini games I've ever played in my life. Like, bar none. Between Final Fantasy VIII's, was it Tetra card? Terra? I remember the T. I think it was Tetra. Or Terra. Anyway, it was a card battle game, and you collected cards which had number values in up, down, left, right positions, which would attack the cards that you placed it next to it based on the number, and if your number is higher than that number, then you won that battle, and that card would become your card, and then they can lay a card to counterbalance that, and whoever had the most cards on their side wins, or of their color. Of course, there was like, it's Final Fantasy, so there's like 10,000 side quests to get one special super rare card. I gotta be careful. And I had to have them all. Safety cap, no thank you. That will increase our chance for pills. I remember that one. Oddly enough, I think by us just holding the Degas room, we're warding off curses. I'm almost convinced. We've gone 3 floors. We've only had 1 curse this entire run. But that in itself is amazing. Thank you, Empty Vessel. Providing us with a little bit of protection to clear some of these waves before you disappear and I take damage immediately. Oh, Deathlock. I killed you. Yeah, that whole time. Yeah, the card game in Final Fantasy VIII and playing Blitzball in Final Fantasy X was not a difficult game, but for some reason, when I was younger, I had a blast doing it. You had to get through the league and be champion and blah blah blah. You had to have so many wins. I can't remember the exact parameters of this, but to get Wakka's ultimate weapon, you had to do some crazy statistics with Blitzball. I did get everybody's ultimate weapons in that game. That might have taken the longest. Between Blitzball or the lightning strike dodges you had to do for Titus. Titus or Titus? Depends who you ask. Where you had to go to the Thunder... Was it called Thunder Plains, I believe? It's so long ago. Too long ago. But, their bedroom. What is with these bedrooms? That's 3 in a row. Also perfectly placed that bomb. Right in the middle of the fire. Alright, 3rd time's a charm. The spike chest. Sure. One time, game. One time. You know what? Just for that, you're gonna pay for this. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, I had to go to, I think it was called Thunder Plains. And every few seconds a lightning bolt would try and hit you. This is pointless. And if you pressed X at the right moment, you would dodge it. We had to do that 300 times consecutively. I know it took me over the span of 3 days to do it, with a lot of breaks, a lot of frustration breaks. I just had to put the controller down and walk away, otherwise I wasn't going to have a controller to play with anymore because I was going to throw it as far as humanly possible. Not as far as I can throw it, as far as any human can throw it. So pick the person you think can throw something the furthest. I was going past that. Stats game. Come on. Did I do something to offend you, game? Not stats, but it's super hilarious because we have Mom's Eye, so we have the, it's not the full Loki effect, but with the Mom transformation and Mom's Eye, we have 3 of the 4. I'll take that. Not stats, but it will certainly help us. Oh, damage shield. Especially when we got a damage shield. One. We should go check this shop, but I don't know. Our HP. Awesome. And out. Okay. An HP producer. And there's the tick. We're just finding all the trinkets. Do you want the tick? Nah, we don't want the tick. We don't need Maggie's Fate either. That would. This is the point where you're phasing to the new floor. This is where we would get the half eternal heart to start the floor, but we don't have HP, so. Yeah. What stats have we even gotten? We got 1 damage up from Champion Belt, which we got ourselves. The game didn't give that to us. We re-rolled into that via the shop. So got tons of HP, which is useless. Still pick it up. That's a thing. Basically have to do that because we have Mom's Key. Not a guarantee, but there's a really high chance that we're gonna get our bomb back. Hey. We're heading to the boss, probably. Oh, there he is. I knew there was a second leaper. I knew he was in the air. I just couldn't see his shadow. Funny game.
The hanged man.
You're a regular riot today. Did something hit me? It did. I don't know where it came from. Yeah, it's gonna be the boss. Yeah. Wasn't a guarantee to be there, it just looked suspicious. Now our item room's gonna be right here. That's a shot. Power guard, no thank you. Greed fight, should have expected that. No point to picking up that money, that's our last store, but hey. Do we have another bedroom? No, okay. Oh, neat. Thank you, game. Picking up that money wasn't completely worthless, because at least we can donate some. No. Do this. There we go. Like 7 cents? 8 cents, maybe? Thanks, game. Something's better than nothing. Wall rock. Golden chest. Very much a golden chest. I bombed my way in there. Wasted 2 keys. 2 perfectly good keys. I'm just doing this to get an increase on our devil deal chance. Oh, please don't be all the way in the bottom right. You could be right here, that'd be great. Like right here. Perfect. Good job, game. Alright, let's fight Mom. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. Oh, thank you. Empty vessel. Coming in clutch. Absolutely, we're going up. Absolutely, we'll take Rotten Baby. Okay. First loss. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that. Thank you, Degazrin. I knew I held on to you for something. Maybe? No. Maybe not. Dead end. Neat. So the dynamic of Bob's knife still doesn't change the fact that we're barely going to be able to just do Blue Baby. Or Isaac, for that matter. Well, yes, it does do a ton of damage. It is not a stat up. Really an effect. Now, keep your pills. Or your buttons. And your pills. I don't want those either. One bad trip and we're out of here. Thank you. Be sure that one's gonna explode. He needs to get away from me. Ooh, okay. We have the Holy Mantle, but we don't want to give up that invincibility without a good reason. And him dying and exploding in our face is not a good reason. There is no good reason. You should never take damage. Ever. That's how you win. If everything dies and you don't, you win. Alright. I'm gonna step out and back in so I have my Holy Mantle back. You never know what could happen. Alright, let's try this way. Down? Maybe? It's looking more and more likely. Oh. Really gotta be paying attention to Isaac. You should do that anyway. I mean, that's how you dodge effectively, but more so because of that damage shield proc from Empty Vessel, we can just bum rush everything in the room. Oh. I didn't realize we were 99 cents. Ooh. Completely whiffed that shot, thanks. Maybe? Maybe? No. Fantastic. One of the only bosses that I cannot effectively use High Priestess against. That's cool. Yeah, I could have used it there, but really. Snorlax with Bob's knife, or with any type of penetrating shot, and he becomes a lot easier. Instead of having to position yourself behind him to try and get the shot, I can just shoot. More non-stats. One whole stat up. Let me double check. I don't want to be a liar here, but no. That's an HP. Champion Belt was our damage. Blood Bag gave us movement speed. Am I missing something? So 1 movement speed and 1 damage. Not nice game. It'll be nice. Let me go straight to It Lives. No. It's the best thing we could hope for from there. Could get Cricket's Head, I suppose. Can that drop from Stone Chest, or is it just drop from Golden Chest? Good question, and I'm not willing to find out. Since we are the Lost, we don't have the luxury of just going and finding more HP because we took a bunch of damage. We're on kind of a one hit and you're gone type of situation, because that's exactly what's happened here. I had a reference. It was a really good reference. It was in my head. And now it's not. But it didn't come out my mouth, so I don't know where it went. I'm a little concerned. Not only for the capacity of my short-term memory, but also, where did it go? Maybe? Well, at least we got Mom's Knife. Between Mom's Knife and Little Brim. If we didn't get those two, we definitely would have lost. I mean, we haven't won. By any stretch of the mean. That's a funny game.
The lover.
We got a good chance. All we need is Empty Vessel to proc. We're good to go. Right. Guess I can do that as well. You get a devil deal. 36%. Thank you. Don't even want. I don't even know if I've ever taken. That's my shadow, right? I believe. First loss, cool. Alright, so we're gonna go straight to Blue Baby. And by Blue Baby, I mean Isaac. And then to Blue Baby. Right over here. In this general direction. Okay. Get the invisible one first. Take out these two who are, for some reason, super glued to each other. Oh. Well, had that worked out, that would have been pretty impressive. Bombs, neat. Did we go down? I don't think we went down. Oh. We didn't go down with good reason. Alright. Oh god. I need to get out of here. Thank you. Even if I have to go back through it, that's fine. I'll have my Holy Mantle back. Then I'll just run for an exit again. Death card, cool. Oh. Thank you so much, Empty Vessel. Kane's Eye, neat. This can serve a purpose. It'll give us the Trumpus effect. But when we phase into a floor. This is extremely dangerous, actually. That would have been embarrassing. I lost to a blue spike. Filigree feather, we know what that does. You don't, it'll make, when you blow up the angel, instead of dropping key pieces, they will drop items. Devil card or death card? This doesn't entirely matter. Oh no. You'll see in a second. Isaac's heart has appeared in the basement. Not stats. More speed. Spacebar. Spacebar. I don't know why I did that. So, yeah, still looking for some stats. And, you know, movement speed, we got that. That's fine. Damage is nowhere near the realm of fine, but Mom's Knife is supplementing our damage. Plus, oh, get out of here. Oh, good. Really hoping I would run into Pride again. So we had so much fun the last time. Alright, that's one down. Try not to split them all up at once. Break ahead, go for the pieces that spawn from that. You'll be a little bit safer. Of course, the little brim, we're hitting things across the room. With Mom's Knife, we're getting penetrative shots, so it's hitting multiple things. But I think we're gonna be alright. For this room. Next room, who knows? All that for a troll bomb, huh, game? Oh, regular bomb. Neither was worth it. Need chests, game. Any chest will do. Stone. Gold. Get them lined up along the wall here, and yeah. A little bit of that. Oh god. Don't scare me like that again, brains. Oh. He slowed us down. That's so rude. Kill the scythe. Kill the scythe. I missed. Stop slowing me down. Actually, the rudest thing in the world. Oh, damage shield. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get out of this room. As long as you can get out of the room, you can reset your holy mantle. Means you live to survive another shot. But only one. That's damage. Oh my goodness. Oh. I hate it all. I hate everything about this room. Brim, this is all, little Brim, this is all you. Let them just have a grand old time down there bouncing away, and we'll stay up here where it's safe. Until our damage shield procs, then we'll jump in there. Alright, let's do it. Hey. I like doing this for a minute. Here, let me enjoy the windmill here. Alright. We do get a win. We get a few things checked off. The body has appeared in the basement. Thank you, Steam. Yeah. Hardest posted, I think, in my opinion. Is it? The Keeper's interesting, but I kind of like playing as a Keeper. Which we don't have yet. We will. That you have to do Ultra Greedier mode, which we get to start on Saturday, because we got Greed mode with everybody, right? Except for the Lost. We'll have to do Greed with Lost. I think. We'll do it anyway, just to be on the safe side. With that, I'll say thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click that like button, leave me some friendly words in the comment section down below, and consider subscribing for more daily content, including more Binding of Isaac and all the other fun things we do here on this channel. But that I'll also say again, thank you so much for the support, and I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to set your alarms, kids. Good night, everybody.